Hello and welcome to Lakota East Broadcasting stream of the men's volleyball varsity game of Lakota East versus the evil Oak Hills Highlanders. Today's matchup features two 7-1 teams playing their first GMC game against each other. We're going to take a second. They're going to do the national anthem real quick. Cool. We will now take a second for our two teams to get prepped as we are about to head into the first set of this matchup. So Lakota East is currently coming off their first loss of the season against, do you remember? Elder. And then
Oak Hills is 7-1. They won their last game 3-1 versus Baden.
Yep. So these are very high stakes games. These first GMC game that both of these teams are going to be playing. So we are going to have some new standings after this game. Now, we have a couple players for East and for Oak Hills coming up on some highlights and some goals they're going to try and achieve this game. Starting off, Carson Burling is approaching 10 aces this season, as well as 75 points. Jude Callahan needs one more serve for 20 serving points, and a couple more that we will go through as serves come along. And here we will start out our first set. See who has serve.
As we approach this game, it's important to remember that these are two of the best teams in the GMC. Multiple leaders in GMC statistics. For Lakota East, we have Grant Seimer, who leads in kills.
Real quick. And then number 6, Will Heikskamp for the serve. And Will Seimer with this dump for Lakota East point. 1-0 East. As Will comes up here for serve number 2 on the day, we take a second to realize he is second ranked in digs in the GMC. So quite the star player, this senior here. Looks like we got a little issue with our net here.
All right, all good.
All good. Up again, Will Heikskamp for serve number 2. Passed up. Pass over, and it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Number 8, Brady Rabel was unable to get that in the court.
East is up to a quick 2-0 lead.
Yep. Serve number 3 from Will. Sets up again, and number 8 goes for it again. This time it is in as they go for 3, and it's tapped over, but it is out of bounds.
Very nice attempt there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it goes just out of bounds.
As number 9 for Oak Hills comes up to serve, Henry Young, the senior.
This is their first serve of the game.
High floater over the net. Sets up and is smacked down by Will Seimer. What a hit. That was just gorgeous to see.
And a great play, forcing Oak Hills to try and make a quick play that ends up backfiring as they hit it behind them.
Yeah, and Will is known for these great kills. As previously mentioned, he leads the GMC. This is what he's known for. Up ahead now, Jude Callahan with the serve. What a great serve by Jude Callahan, the freshman. As we get started, East is getting a very nice lead on this first set. Heads up for second serve, Jude Callahan. So, heads over, and it was a poor receiving of the first pass by number 11, Chase Dissinger, as Jude gets ready to get his third serve of the match.
And we can't discredit that serve from East either. Jacob Weller, the libero on Oak Hills, seemed to have trouble spotting it.
It's a little too fast, and number 8, Brady Rabel, was unable to get it as it almost flew into the bleachers. Now, if this were a bigger game, better scenarios, he could have gone for that, but it was not worth it. Jude Callahan, serve number 4. It's received well by this Oak Hills team. Number 11 just decides to set it over for the safe play. Sets up, and another hit by Grant, my bad. And it goes a little high.
For Mateo Pudu.
Yep, as that ball was a little high, he probably could have let that float out of bounds, but it was still good an effort going for it.
Yes, great effort there.
As we have number 8 for Oak Hills.
That is Brady Rabel.
Brady Rabel, the senior, getting up for his first serve of the match.
Nice
low.
With
the set, and it, taps it, and it just slips off his hand.
That's number 9 for East, Nathan Timmy, just couldn't get it over the net. A very good attempt.
Yep.
And now we see 6-3 East in this first set.
Sets up to number 7 on the outside, and they get the block, but it is still an East point. A great play by Austin Dreyer.
And that ball just kind of fell right in between the two players. Got caught in between the net, and it fell right into Oak Hill's territory.
As Carson Berlin goes up, the junior, for his first serve. It's passed over, and he just missed that. That was quite a close one. That's the kind of thing these coaches, they don't like to see it, but unfortunately those small errors, you're going to see them every time. That's all right, as Carson Berlin goes up for his second serve of the night. Just floats right over. Number 11 spikes it. I mean, it's passed by Carson, and
hit out of bounds.
Grant Seimer just put a little too much heat on it, floated right over their heads and out of bounds.
Now Will Elliott will take the serve for Oak Hills. Great serve.
Yep, right into deep
but played
territory.
Well by East, but hit out of bounds.
That is just out. That was a nice hit, nice attempt by the senior, Mateo Puda.
Will Elliott out for his second serve.
Just floats right over, and they send it right back. This East team was not able to recover that. It was kind of a really strong hit from that junior on the Oak Hills attack.
And East, who came out with such a strong lead, they're now seeing Oak Hills starting to climb back, and they got to respond fast. Get that momentum back.
Closely, a nice dig by Carling. Ooh, and Grant Seimer was just unable to get to that ball as he was trucking out of bounds. Sometimes you see a big man like that moving across the court, and it's just interesting to see. Grant Seimer coming in 6'8". Ooh, and that's
hit
just
out of bounds.
Barely out of bounds, ending a five serve streak by number 16, Will Elliott, the junior.
And now it will be number 12, Grant Seimer, serving.
And it's
he's
just
out of bounds. It's now 9-8 Lakota East. Only a 1-point game yet again.
Up to serve for Oak Hills is number 1, Ryan Spreen, the junior. First serve's coming over. And it is out of bounds again. These serves need to have putting real heat on them, as we have had multiple hits tonight go out the back. So about Jude Callahan.
Now number 7 is now serving. Austin Dreyer.
Oak Hills receives it well. They take the high set, and it's well received by East.
And
they just barely tap that out of bounds.
Very close.
Yep. And we got some rowdiness by the Oak Hills JV team over here. They're getting excited. They're getting this comeback as number 5.
No, number 7 now, swapping out.
Oh, yes,
that
number
is
7.
Andrew Weber on the Oak Hills team. He'll be serving it to Lakota East.
Andrew Weber, the senior. Oh, it's
hits the
short
net,
over the net.
But Lakota East receives it well, sends it over to Oak Hills.
Smacks it down the bar. It is just
in
out.
bounds. Just in bounds.
And even if it wasn't, they got a first contact off that kill. It was so close to just slipping out bounds. But even if it's now tied up 10-10 in this first set.
I think Oak Hills really they took that momentum right away from Lakota East. And Lakota East needs to get back in this game real quick.
Burn up that lead. These serves have been the death of Lakota East. As it flies way out of the back, that is exactly what Lakota East wants. We now have Mateo Puda. I keep messing up his last name. Mateo Puda back to serve. Now, Mateo is quite the volleyball player, as you'll see here, the senior.
And he launches it.
It goes out the back again. I'm starting to wonder if we might be cursing the Lakota East team and Oak Hills, because these serves have not been it tonight. As finally, number 5 for Oak Hills,
That's Jacob Weller.
Jacob Weller, their libero, gets a nice serve into the back row.
And Sahib Singh, great hit, puts it right where none of the players were.
Right down the middle. As they're doing some subbing, moving things around here. And we get to see Will Huskemp back up again to serve. Ooh, he slips out of his fingers on that set.
That's
Pass
third
it
hit,
back
they get it
for a
over.
free ball. Ooh,
Oh,
what
a great block, but
by
it goes
number
out of bounds.
16.
And
Will Elliott with the phenomenal block. That is just what you like to see when you're playing here. But unfortunately, that went out of bounds as Will goes up to serve again. Sets it, goes right back over, and they just weren't ready for
the hit. Yes, they were. It seems they were caught off guard. That hit, not a lot of power under it. Hits right next to where he hit it, and they now take a quick 3-point lead.
East tries to maintain this lead. They started off early, and they see number 8 goes up to hit, and it gets caught in the net. Number 8.
That is Brady Rabel on Oak Hills.
Their star senior here, and their passing average. Great serve, and that
is in bounds.
That's an ace for number 8. Ooh, that was not number 8. I mixed
Was
up
it
my
number
numbers.
6?
I think so. That was
number 6, Will Huskemp.
Yep, that was once again Will Huskemp with that phenomenal ace. As we head into a 1-minute timeout, real quick.
East is up 16.
As we come back from this quick timeout taken by Oak Hills, Will Huskemp is up to serve again. Seed by number 1, 9, and then 8 again.
Oh, a great
nice
save
dig
there.
By number 5. Ooh, and what a block by Will Elliott again. He is playing great up the middle today. And these good blocks from the Oak Hills varsity squad. Will serve again this time. Set up. And Grant Seimer gets it again, falls right down the middle of the net. What a play.
Now, Lakota East is coming out to a bigger lead here, but they still can't get any comfortable. We have seen how Oak Hills has responded, and they did tie up the game earlier after being down by 6.
Will with his, I think, 6th serve in a row here. Blasted over, nearly saved. Oh! It was a great attempt by Lakota East's defense to try and keep that ball off the ground. They got it the first time, but it just came right back at him in that same spot. And it goes back to Oak Hills for their serve. Number 9.
That's Henry Young there. Very tall.
Senior. Let's see. Fake and Will.
Oh.
Grant Seimer just couldn't get it that time. It came off the block in the wrong direction. There was just nobody over there. As we see Henry Young. Call everybody Will tonight. Henry Young with his 2nd serve of the night.
Yes, lots of Wills on both of these teams.
And it slides out of bounds.
That is
nice
Henry Young.
Little tap.
He tried his best to keep it in bounds. Unfortunately, he did hit it just out.
Yep, it was a nice hit from Austin Drewert, the sophomore, playing at outside hitter. This time, Jude Callahan with the serve. It just comes flying over. That one had some heat behind it. Pass it over real quick. There goes from Will to Grant, and it's just barely in
bounds.
What a kill by Grant Seimer. I think that might put him on 120 for his season. This is just a phenomenal stat line for this Lakota East team.
Seimer, an incredible player, definitely a highlight on this team.
Yep. Jude Callahan with his 3rd serve in this rally. try and get it set over, and boom, there is
Great
Grant
block.
again. And it falls right down the middle. They could not get somebody for that second hit in time. There was just too much crowding right up on the net.
A great block, but they did not have the proper positioning for a response.
Jude Callahan with his 4th serve tonight. Ooh,
Oh, right into the net.
Bit too low. I think he hit that a little early as it flies into the net. As East gives the ball back to Oak Hills in this game, hoping they can keep their lead here as that serve.
By Brady Rabel.
And the block is caught, but it just gets tapped out of bounds. They could not send it back towards East.
Scores now 22-14 for Lakota East.
As Carson Burling, the junior, goes up to serve again. Had some fire on it, too.
And they get it over.
Another pass. Jude sets up to Grant again. What a hit. That was just a phenomenal kill by Grant Seimer. He has been all over this Oak Hills defense tonight.
And Lakota East coming out to a 9-point lead here in this first set.
They need 2 points to win this game as Carson goes up for his second serve. It slides right over the net. It's tapped back. Nice save by Will Harmacher. Everything but his last name.
We apologize for that. Will
Coolscamp, I think, is how you pronounce his last name. Coolscamp. It's Carson Burling for the game point serve. Comes over the net. Set up by number 9, and it's just smacked by number 16. And again, it falls right into his lap there. Carson Burling was just too short of getting that. But wait, hold on.
They're giving it to Lakota East.
They are. They're giving that to East. I do not know why.
All right. It looks as if Lakota East has won the first set, 25-14.
Yes, that is first set. It's first set. We welcome you back to the second set of volleyball. We have a little bit of confusion on the court here as they sub in number 5, Jacob Weller, at libero. And I think first serve will be going to Oak Hills. Number 9, that is Henry Young, the senior. And East decides to sub out Grant Seimer. Interesting choice, taking out one of their star players.
Well, it looks like they're trying to go for a 6-on-6 approach here.
Yeah, they're playing in a more defensive setup. They know this guy serves deep. They got to be ready for it. Now, Henry Young, who has been sending these balls back row every time. They got to be ready for it. It's received by
Nathan Timmy.
And they pass it back over. That's number 5.
Great block there. Timmy with the block, and then he hits it back up.
Light little pass over by
Sahib Singh knocks it in well, but Oak Hills does respond.
We got quite the rally going as number 9. That is
Nathan Timmy.
Nathan Timmy again, just sending that right over, shutting down this rally, giving Lakota East the first point of this second set as Will Hulskamp comes up to serve for the first time for Lakota East in the second set.
And Timmy was a big player on that last rally. Made a lot of big plays for Lakota East.
Smacks over, and it's tapped by Austin Drewer. I think that was just a lack of communication. That was not the right move. He had somebody behind him, but you just gotta be ready for those kind of things.
Exactly. Mateo Pudu, he thought it was going to his right, but it ended up going to his left, and he just wasn't in position.
And they got Grant Seimer right back in, and he is sending that ball way into the back rooms, right as he's already in again.
And number 2 just got subbed out for number 10, Jude Callahan.
Yep. Kendrick McCoon for Jude Callahan, as Jude himself goes up for the serves here. Now, this is kind of like a little hero story for Jude Callahan, the freshman, making varsity men's volleyball. Very competitive league. Goes up, and it's denied by Will Seimer.
Grant Seimer.
I don't know what that is. Grant Seimer and Nathan Timmy to deny that hit. Jude up for his second serve.
Oh.
Ooh, and Jude Callahan foot faults. He was barely over when he took his jump. He may have to take a step back or something when he gets back up to serve. They're trying to get some serve setups here on the other side. Will Elliott, the junior, goes back to serve for Oak Hills for this first serve of his for the second set.
Now, penalties have not played a big factor, only causing 1 point for Oak Hills and 1 point for Lakota East so far. However, that one penalty did cause the game point going towards Lakota East in the first set.
Grant Seimer smacks it down again. This time they got it into deep. This time it's number 7, Austin Drewer. This goes right over the blockers' heads. That would be Timmy and Drewer. And it hits right down in the middle. That is Austin Drewer, the sophomore. What a hit.
And great positioning by Lakota East. They were ready for anything there. And it ended up working to their benefit as they were able to hit it right into a spot where no Oak Hills players were.
Carson Burling up to serve. Ooh! And he just lost it a little bit as it goes into the net. I think he forgot his routine there. He didn't get off the ground on that serve attempt.
Now number 4 for Oak Hills, Chase Amrine, is going to serve it.
Flies over. Carson going out of bounds to try and cover that. Ooh,
and
what a
great
hit
block
by Mateo. Mateo Puda, one of the other star players for this team. And they take Will Hulskamp out for Sahib Singh, number 13.
And then they got Grant Seimer going in for the serve. 5-3 Lakota East.
They got a bunch of tall guys up front ready to get this attack because they know it's coming right back at them in that front row. And it's blocked. Comes right back to Oak Hills.
A lot of those close net hits.
Ooh. Who is that going to? I think
it looks like it landed just out of bounds.
That was just out of bounds, so it's a good ball for East. What a great call by Sahib Singh. Great read on that, making sure that that was out of bounds.
And see a lot of tall players lined up in the front. They've seen this Oak Hills attack has been right up against the net, and they're ready to block.
As it flies back to Grant Seimer. This time, Austin Drewer, he takes the hit. Ooh,
and
it goes right over.
Just in bounds.
Just out of bounds, but the blockers did get some hands on it. So That is going to be a point for Oak Hills as number 10.
That is Andrew
Godey.
Godey, yes.
Junior with that little floater. Goes to Jude to number 5. Mateo Puda again getting that over with the nice hit.
And it did make some contact with the net. And the Oak Hills players, it looked as if they read it like it was going to bounce onto Lakota East's side. However, it did bounce over.
This time, Austin Drewer, the sophomore, for his first serve in the second set. They tap it over a little bit. They're trying to coordinate. And it's a great hit by number 2. Number 2, Kendrick McCoon, the junior.
And we did see number 6 for Oak Hills, Jimmy Steinride, and number 9, Henry Young. They both went up for the block. However, they instead of actually hitting it back over, it just got pinned in between them and the net.
Ooh, that's a real close one. I think they're going to call that out of bounds.
It is called out of bounds. And so that'll be Oak Hills ball.
Oak Hills ball, they have their little libero in the serve. Oh, no, they did not. Never mind.
Oh, yes, they do.
Oh, they do. Okay. It's Jacob Weller.
He was playing kind of confused.
A little bit of bad coordination on that Oak Hills side, but he gets the serve over, and it's just smacked down,
by
completely
Mateo Puda.
denied by Mateo Puda. Red Seimer playing in the back. Ooh, that fell right in the net. That was Mateo Puda again. He is showing why he is one of the best players on this Lakota East team. Mateo Puda, the senior, now up to serve. One of the star players on this East team. Slid right through their blocks, and they get it again. What a smackdown.
Number 16, Will Elliott. Yep. A great hit right into the window. And Oak Hills gets that ball right back. Only down 3.
Up to serve, number 9. Number 9, Henry Young in the back to serve. Floats right over. Covered by, ooh! Slides, rolls on the net a little bit. And they block it again, but that slides out of bounds. I think that was Carson Burling was just unable to get to that. Slid way out of his reach. Henry Young up to get his second serve. Floats over again. We got people in the crowd screaming. Oh!
Okay. It looks as if that was not a double hit.
Okay.
Back on the Oak Hill side, number 8 plays it.
Carson going to the set.
And that's sunk.
That's Kendrick McCoon. This, that's a junior. He has been playing that left side of the court very well tonight, showing off his offside hitting.
He has been responsible for 2 of the hits here during this set that have went for points. And now we have Will Hulskamp going in for the serve.
Hulskamp's serve is tapped right up onto the net. Number 9, Henry Young's got a little bit of frustration there, chucking the ball right at Grant Seimer. Will Hulskamp's up for his second serve. The East is up 11-7. Goes back row, and it falls right on the net. That's what you don't want to see. And they give it to Lakota East. It looks like one of their players on Oak Hills stepped under the net. That's a fatal error you don't like seeing.
And that can't help with Henry Young's frustration. He was the one that hit it on the net.
Henry Young again passing it to number 4.
Chase Amrine. But it's back over.
Ooh,
and Nathan,
what a smooth hit.
Nathan Timmy with that one. Hit it right into a spot where the Oak Hills player, he wasn't able to play it well. Just bounced off the arm onto the floor.
That was right in Jacob Weller's lap there as we go for a timeout. we come back from this timeout, East is up 13-7. Oak Hills, who called the timeout, only took about 30 seconds of it. Interesting decision by their head coaches.
Hulskamp with the serve.
Floats right over and denied by Grant Seimer again. That would be his 6th kill of the night. He is putting up great numbers, not only this game, but this season in general. This is the kind of thing you love to see from your seniors. Hulskamp with the serve again, floats right through the back row. And it's short of the net. They just couldn't get to that.
That was number 5, Jacob Weller. He hit it a good distance, but he did not have the height, and it was a little hard to play it off the net for every other player on that Oak Hills team.
Yeah, Will Elliott just couldn't get to that as it floats into the almost over down by where the rest of the East team is. Almost diving over the booth down there to get to that ball, but
yeah.
Glad he didn't have to make that sacrifice. Could have hurt somebody.
Will Elliott, he tried to play it out of bounds, but just didn't get the right angle.
They pass it over again. It's passed over, and it's barely out.
It's
no,
inbounds.
that was
They called inbounds.
That was almost a poor play by Mateo Puda, but that's all right. That was a really close call. Something everybody does. We'll recover. They're up 16-8 right now.
Well, he gave it the benefit of the doubt there. It could have gone 50-50, probably from his angle.
And Grant Seimer just blasts number 8 for Oak Hills. I'm pretty sure that's Brady Ramble. He was not ready for that.
And here comes number 10, Jude Callahan, to serve. He's had a fair share of serves. Most of them have gone pretty well.
Just a beautiful one right into the back row, as it's kind of thrown into the East back row.
Grant Seimer
gets it. That has to be close, and it is in
bounds. Incredible.
What a play. Grant Seimer having quite the night tonight. He is just proving time and time again why he's leading in kills, because he's just showing off almost.
Callahan goes back again for the serve. Team is playing once again for the heavy block.
And it just gets tipped right over their heads.
And Jude Callahan, a great save there on the dive.
Oof.
Number 8, Brady Rabel on Oak Hills. He tried to spike it. However, it went right into the net. And now
I think he was just too far back for that to work out. He was
I would agree, yeah.
behind the 10-foot line trying to hit it. That doesn't work out as Jude's serve goes out the back, giving Oak Hills the ball for their serve.
We're now looking.
It's going to be number 16.
That's Will Elliott. And we're looking at a 19-9 score with a dominating East lead. Oh.
Ooh, he got thrown off. Somebody on the East side threw him off in that serve.
Can't really tell what happened there.
I think Will Elliott was a little shaken. Great pass by Hulskamp. And Grant Seimer sends it back over. Chucked again. Hulskamp with the great set to Grant Seimer.
And Henry Young is there to respond. Brady Rabel hits it back over.
Ooh, what a hit by Austin Dreyer. They just couldn't receive that, resulting in a double hit by number 6. That was Jimmy Steinride.
And great job to force the double hit there. A lot of power in that hit.
Carson Burling with the serve. And it's just a poor set. It just tapped right off his hands. That was number 10, Andrew Goad.
We're now looking at a 21-9 Lakota East lead here in the second set. Bodes very well to get a 2-0 lead to start this match.
Excellent block off the hit by number 4 for Oak Hills. And they're just, they was going to say they were all over that, but that was Andrew Goad again getting back at it for that poor set the last time with the great spike right down center.
Looks like we got Chase Amrine for Oak Hills coming in for the serve. Moving fast. Right to Hulskamp. He hits it up.
That's Grant Seimer again. Stealing thunder over here. He's getting a lot of attention tonight from his setters as he goes up to serve with this humongous East lead.
Only 3 more points necessary in order to win this second set.
Makes you wonder, will they get confident with their play? Will they be cocky? That was an ace by Grant Seimer. They are playing phenomenally tonight, putting up a show.
And I think you made a great point there. With a 2-0 set lead, it's easy to get a confidence in the cockiness, but you have to dial it in. Make sure you don't let them get all the control of the matches.
Ooh, that was Sahib Singh with the blast right through back. That just flew off somebody's hands. And it is game point with Grant Seimer in the back to serve. So the audience is getting hyped up here for the last serve of this, hopefully the last serve of this set. And it flies into the net. The pressure from our own home crowd was too much.
You may have jinxed them a little there.
I might have. It's like volleyball equivalent of saying you know what in theater. M-word. As Jude Callahan sets it up for Mateo Puda. And it is in. That is the second set win for Lakota East. This has just been total domination so far by this East team.
A great 2-0 set lead as we head into our break. Welcome back. We're here at Lakota East, where they have a huge 2-0 set lead. As we head into the third set, Oak Hills seeing if they can respond.
Yeah, there has been a lot of pressure. This Lakota East team has been great on the net tonight, and especially Grant Seimer has just been blasting the Oak Hills defense. They have not been ready for it, and they hopefully will be able to find a response to this aggressive attacking East team.
You also got to give a shout out to sophomore Austin Dreyer, who's been playing the left side very well, going out of bounds to hit it into spots where no one else can get it.
Yep. I think generally overall this has been a great showing from everybody. The only errors I've seen are a couple small things as Will Hulskamp, the senior, heads up to serve for the first serve of this third set. Slips right over, passed up. It's blasted again right to Puda. And
Seimer. Great response to the block there.
And number 1, that was
Ryan Spreen.
Ryan Spreen just put way too much on it. He blasted that right out of the back. There was nobody going for that.
And just like the previous 2 sets, East will get the first point of the set.
Fuel Scamp. And again, ooh, that was a little bit over. That was in. Okay.
Looks like they say.
They're calling that in. I
don't know.
Personally, I'm not going to argue it, but
I'm not going to argue with the refs there.
That looked like it might have been out. Fuel Scamp serves over again. It's just a light little tap, and they fly it into the net. And it's recovered by Mateo. Mateo Puda again. Oof! It falls right in Puda's lap, and he just wasn't able to recover that quick enough.
That was number 8 of Oak Hills, Brady Rabel, on the hit. He put it in a spot where Puda, he was either going to have to move really fast or he was going to not get it at all.
Yeah, sometimes you got to sacrifice a little bit to get those balls. Puda almost looks like he's injured, wearing a lot of wrap stuff right now. Hoping he's all right, but
could also be compression.
It just smacked right into his foot. That's something on a Oak Hills error, as they hit it over and nobody even goes for that. A little bit of confusion. Who's got the serve here for East? It's looking like Jude Callahan. They're trying to figure out the point almost.
Lakota East head coach, Mr. Coleman, is talking to the ref about something. Looks like they swapped out number 2, Kendrick McCoon.
Callahan's serve goes clean over the net, and it just falls short. Mateo Puda was just, I don't know what's going on with his game in this 3rd set. He's got to lock in, I think. He's getting too many of these one-handed punches, just kind of smacking that ball around.
Plenty of time to fix it.
Ooh, smooth move by Hulskamp, but it is not good enough as it falls right behind him for an ace by number 8 for Oak Hills. That would be Brady Rabel as he goes up to serve again. Jude Callahan with the set. Ooh, it's blocked.
And we're seeing
the smackdown, and that is denied. Austin Dreyer's hit was just going nowhere. What an impeccable block by this Oak Hills defense.
And believe it or not, through all 3 sets, this is Oak Hills' first lead of the night.
It's not a good thing to be saying, but for us East fans, we like to hear it. This is a short hit, and he just, number 16, that was Will Elliott. He just threw it right at Mateo Puda, and they're taking him out.
Yeah.
I think he's having a rough time tonight.
We could be seeing some fatigue maybe. I don't think he's been off the court yet. And they're subbing in number 3, Carson Burling, for him. Brady Rabel serves it again.
And it's a smackdown. There is Grant Seimer doing what he does best, just blasting this Oak Hills defense. They have not found the answer yet.
Such a good hit. It goes back into the catacombs. They have to, number 2 for Oak Hills, August Foland, had to go chase it down.
Yeah, I think August Foland there is their designated ball boy, as Grant Seimer has sent it back there at least 5 times.
Burling with the serve, right to number 5, Jacob Weller.
Ooh,
great block.
Denied, but they call it an Oak Hills point. Either either Callahan or Puda was in the net there on that block. You just got to be careful and take a step back there.
Looks as if they subbed Puda back in as we were distracted by the ball running away. But we now have Will Elliott serving.
Flies over right to Burling. And boom! That is Mateo Puda bringing it right back as he just slams it down. What a kill.
And now they're going to give it to number 4, Jackson Rupp.
I think this might be Jackson's first time out on the court tonight. Let's see how this first serve goes.
Pretty
goes
good
over
serve.
Smoothly. Ooh!
Great block.
That was a combination of Drew Reisner and Jackson Rupp. Both of them just denying that hit.
And a hit off of number 8 on Oak Hills, Brady Ribel. Hit off his arm, but it bounced way back. And Lakota East tied this up.
Second hit. Ooh, it goes over deep. That was number 4. That was Chase Amrine?
Amrine.
Amrine?
Yes.
Chase Amrine. He just put too much power on it. That floated right out of bounds.
Lakota East retakes the lead now, 7-6.
Jackson Rupp's third serve. It's a high one. Oof, what an athletic move by Jimmy Steinrod for Oak Hills. And it just slides out. Burling was just almost able to get that. That was a close point right there.
Great attempt at the save, but unfortunately, just a little out of his reach, unable to get an accurate hit.
As it goes up in a tie, 7-7.
Never mind.
Never mind, yeah.
And
that was
Chase
number 4.
Amrine.
Chase Amrine
Serves it right back into the net.
right back into the net. Give it right back to his front row players.
And that goes to number 7, Austin Dreyer for the serve.
Yep, we have a lot of young talent on this team. Multiple sophomores and, again, the freshman, Jude Callahan, all playing this varsity team. Big man gets up, and that falls right down in Drew Reisner's face. He just wasn't able to get that back to him. It was a great attempt at the block, but it just got stuck right on the net.
Yeah. Just stuck right in between. They tried for a great block, but unfortunately just stuck. Now we have number 10, Andrew Godey for the serve. A great response.
And Drew Reisner, what a hit. That just flew right off the hands of this Oak Hills defense. It went out of bounds to the side as we see Mateo Puda up to serve. Mateo Puda, smooth serve over the net. And it's blocked, but unfortunately, once again, it falls right down the middle. That was kind of a combined failure of Drew Reisner and Nathan Timmy. What Timmy, he was unable to get that, as they have number 5, Jacob Weller, in serving again.
And we have seen another tie. We have been going back and forth in this set. Definitely the most competitive one so far.
Ooh!
And number 8, Brady Ribel, hits it right into a window, and Oak Hills retakes the lead yet again.
That looked like it fell right in between Nathan Timmy's hands. That was a close one. As you look, if you see this East team, there's a certain lack of Grant Seimer, which might be an effect to this loss. Oh! Number 2. That was Kendrick McCoon absolutely smacking down Jacob Weller. As we tie it up again, 10-10, as Will Hulskamp goes up to serve. Floats over again. They had a little confusion there. Burling. And then Grant Seimer is back, but it bounces off the blocks. It looks like Oak Hills might have found their answer as it goes back into the catacombs of the East Side Lockers.
And we could be seeing a little bit of fatigue here from the East. They had 2 very dominating sets to open the match. And now Oak Hills is taking advantage of them. They might be getting in their own heads.
I think so. That's pass to Hulskamp. He sets it up to a light little touch. That was Kendrick McCoon. They give it to their big man. And, ooh, that was barely in. Grant Seimer with the kill once again. This guy is on fire tonight.
It looks like they're subbing out Kendrick McCoon for number 10, Jude Callahan, who's taking that serve.
Jude's serves have been very consistent tonight, only having one ending in an error. As it flies over and is out of bounds into the catacombs again. I need to stop calling that.
Ethan with another jinx tonight.
Third jinx of the night. It's number 8 for Oak Hills. That would be was Brady Rabel with the serve there. And that was just...
That was hit out.
Hit out.
Someone on the Oak Hills team I did not see.
I think I was busy trying to find our list here.
Yes. And East just trying to play catch up. It seems like they've been going back and forth on points in this one.
Jacob Weller looked a little lost there. Burling to Callahan. And that was Mateo Puda celebrating out on the court. What a kill. Getting that head top. We are playing football on the volleyball court right now. Mateo Puda just having a grand old time.
And East regains the lead after going back and forth for most of this set.
Here's Carson Burling with the serve. And it's
great
blocked.
block.
Oh!
Great block by Puda and Seimer.
That is
However,
a fatal error right there. Carson Burling and Jude Callahan looked like they were a little bit mixed up on that play.
Just not enough communication there. You got to be able to analyze who's closest, who's calling for it.
Interesting looking serve. And it's right down. Carson Burling was not able to get that up off the ground.
He's been in front of him, putting it all on the court. A lot of dives as Oak Hills retakes that lead.
Yep, he's been going for those digs all night, and he's getting them, but he is getting blasted. They need to find somebody else to play these deep balls. And it goes into the net. It was number 16, Will Elliott, with the poor serve. And they're doing some rotation, mixing things up, as we see my boy Jackson Rupp in at serving.
Jackson Rupp, the senior,
floats it over back row. Ooh, that was an interesting play. That
looks like it hit off the shoulder of Jude Callahan.
It might have. I think that might have been in, though. And if you saw number 9 there for Oak Hills, pretty sure Henry Young kind of just tipped it up to his guy to get that spike over instead of just giving him a free ball. Oof, a little more confusion between Rupp and Burling.
And
Reisner,
great hit back over.
This Oak Hill squad is staying aggressive as Burling passes it back to midfield, and Jude Callahan with the free ball.
Incredible save there.
And they catch it, but unfortunately they weren't able to get that back. That was Austin Dreyer. He was just unable to keep that out of the net.
And it seems like Lakota East has just been playing catch-up this entire third set. They really need, it seems as if Oak Hills has really regained control, and they need to start reeling it back in, take control back of the game.
I think a lot of this error is they are playing half their starters on the bench right now. As served by Chase Amrine goes into the net, and they are bringing, I think we might have a timeout. Nope, that's just subbing. Never mind.
Number 10, Jude Callahan, for number 2, Kendrick McCoon. Number 7, Austin Dreyer taking the serve. East trying to stay alive in this third set.
It's got too much power. Dreyer hit it a little too hard as it flies out the back. And you wonder here if you're East, do we continue to play these players that have been working? Do you decide to keep in your strong players, or do you continue to give your secondary a chance?
Well, we also need to remember, you need to rest some of these starters so that they can combat fatigue. And if we just keep playing them the whole time, eventually Oak Hills is going to take quite the advantage. And here we go. Lakota East will take a timeout. 18-15 Oak Hills into the timeout. All right, we're back here. We see Sahib Singh being subbed in for Drew Reisner. As number 10 on Oak Hills, Andrew Godey will be serving it off.
To deep one to Jack Rupp. And number 5, Mateo Puda again smacks it down. He is getting his game back tonight. He was a little cold earlier, but he's nice and getting warmed up. He is having quite the set now.
And Nathan Timmy coming back into the game in exchange for number 3, Carson Burling's Mateo Puda will be taking the serve.
The serve's high. They get that back. They got number 8 who, Mateo Puda got nutmegged by number 8 Brady Rabel, who just got that right between Mateo Puda's legs. It was good hit, bad receive.
Yes.
Received by number 4. And that's Sahim Singh blasting it over.
Save the...
What a block! And it flies backwards. They were unable to get that. Will Elliott just popped off and had it going backwards on the court.
And that's a great combined block from Sahib Singh and Nathan Timmy to make sure that East got that point, and Oak Hills just didn't know how to respond.
And now we see some of our starters coming back. Both Will Hulskamp and my boy Grant Seimer are back in. Pass from Burling. That would be. And Will Seimer again. What a smackdown.
Grant Seimer.
Grant Seimer.
It's okay. It's okay.
Grant Seimer gets this, starting to get this lead back. East is 18-19 as Will Hulskamp serves again.
And we're seeing Lakota East starting to make a push, potentially to get that momentum.
Grant Seimer blasted out, and they are
They only have one
way
more
out
hit,
of the
though.
court for this, and they give it back over. What a good play by Oak Hills. And it's smacked right down. That is number 9, Nathan Timmy. What a hit as they tie it up at 19-19 in this third set.
Great comeback. That timeout seemingly doing a lot for East.
Ooh, they give it a free ball right to Hulskamp. And then there's it. Ooh, gets Grant's hit, gets blocked. Heading back into the court. Oh!
Hulskamp dives out for it, just out of his reach.
It looked like he kind of slipped there. That's one of those things that you just got to walk it off and hope everybody's okay. As we see our ball boys again for Oak Hills. Pretty sure this is
Henry Young this
Henry
time.
Young, the senior.
Take
Blasting
the
it
serve
over
too.
right to Burling. And Grant Seimer blasted up way into the rafters. There's a lot you can do with that, giving it a free ball for the Oak Hills to play.
Oh, great spike by Timmy.
And they play it back, but it just flies out into the Hawks' nest as they play to get this tie again, 20-20, as Jude Callahan comes in to serve.
Great stuff there from Timmy. Very hard hit, makes it a very quick reaction time, which can make you inaccurate.
Jude Callahan's serve flies over. And it's shut down by Austin Dreyer again. This Austin Dreyer, the setter, having a phenomenal game tonight. He is just playing, controlling the court, and keeping things in check.
And East, after being down 3 or 4 heading into the timeout, they now regain the lead.
Jude Callahan with the ace in this late in this third set. That is what you love to see as a volleyball player.
And we could see them starting to make a comeback here. Potentially, they now have the lead up by 2. And Oak Hills is taking a timeout.
Oak Hills takes the timeout.
And we are back. A quick 30-second timeout used by Oak Hills.
Jude Callahan serve again, flies back. That was Jacob Weller. Sets it over. It's again by Jude. And then, ooh, close hit from Austin Dreyer again. He is having a night tonight as Jude Callahan gets ready for his 4th serve. Now, this is a squad that is just filled with talent, young and old. They got a lot of variety here. So, passed over. That's Jude, Dreyer. Oh, and Carson Burling almost hits that into a ceiling fan.
Grant Seimer hits it back over. Henry Young replays it.
And it goes out the back.
And East, who was down 3 heading into the first time out of this set, is now up 4 and set for the game point and also the match point.
Yep. Jude Callahan hoping to secure this win on this set. East crowd is getting fired up for this. And it's a tough serve. They
give it to Lakota East.
That was a phenomenal serve, an ace for Lakota East to win this game.
A clean 3-0 set win for Lakota East over Oak Hills. Oak Hills will move to 7-2. Lakota East to 8-1.
And before we go, we want to thank the rest of our crew here. Trey, Dyer, Owen, Nathaniel. I've been Ethan Lennon.
This is Liam Martin.
And thank you guys for tuning into this stream.